Good afternoon to all IEM and UEM family members. Today, Dr. Madhu Teotia will be presenting, and as you can see, the topic is very interesting, especially for this times. Exercises for stress and anxiety relief. So you can understand it's a very pertinent topic, and we all will be very interested. And Dr. Madhu Teotia is very much capable of talking on this because she is herself a physiotherapist. So she is from the Department of Physiotherapy at the University of Engineering and Management, UEM Jaipur. So I will request Dr. Madhu Teotia to kindly take over because your internet speed is a little bit of issue. So you can switch off your webcam and may kindly take over from here. Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir. Good evening, everyone. I hope you all are doing well in this difficult time. I would like to thank all my seniors and colleagues for providing me with this opportunity. Now, without further ado, let's move to today's discussion, that is exercise for stress and anxiety relief. I personally thought that this topic might be the need of this time, so let's just get into this topic. Now, before moving towards the exercises for stress and anxiety relief, let's just quickly review what is anxiety and stress. Now, stress is a process of adjusting to or dealing with the circumstances that disrupt or threaten to disrupt a person's physical or psychological functioning. Now, when we are talking about stress, stressors come into the pictures. Now, what are stressors? Stressors are the external stimuli, external or internal stimuli, or the changes that the person sees as a threat to his or her physical or psychological functioning. Now, these stressors can be psychological, that is, it can be due to any previous trauma or accident that may have occurred to the person, or it could be psychological. That is, maybe, for example, the person might be suffering from any chronic illness that can that can be a stressor for the person. Now, the source for the stressors could be either internal, that is from within the person, it could be any kind of fear, guilt, or it could be external, that is due to the person's environment. Now, all of these can act as a stressor that can cause stress syndrome in such persons. And anxiety, what is anxiety? Anxiety is an emotion characterized by feeling of tension, worried thoughts, and physical changes like increased blood pressure. Now, to make you well aware about why these two are important to know is that sometimes stress and anxiety in a person can further contribute, or they both can further contribute in causing panic attacks in such person. Now, these panic attacks become a bit more difficult to handle. So, if you or your well-known have any kind of stress or anxiety, I think these exercises, the exercises that we are going to talk about, might be of benefit to all of you. Now, talking about the clinical features of stress, these are some of the clinical features for stress, that is muscle tension or pain, headache, chest pain, and sleep problem. Apart from these, the person can also have low energy levels. He can also get frequent colds and infection, has upset stomach, low self-esteem, can be frustrated or moody. These are all the clinical symptoms that we find in the person suffering from stress. And then for anxiety, it is restlessness, difficulty in concentrating, sleep disturbances, muscle tension. Apart from this, the person can feel nervous, can hyperventilate. Ventilation is when the person is breathing very fast. The person can also have sweating and can have increased heart rate. So these are all the features, clinical features that you find for the person having stress or anxiety. Now, some of these might be suiting you or the person around you that you may see these features in. Now, how do you manage the stress and anxiety that is a major part of everyone's life? Now, to manage stress and anxiety, there are many ways, but today we will be talking about four major ways, that would be meditation, relaxation techniques, breathing exercises, and physical activity. Moving on to meditation. Meditation can be defined as a set of techniques that are intended to encourage a heightened state of awareness and focused attention. There are different types of meditation. For example, mindfulness meditation, gratitude meditation, spiritual meditation, mantra meditation, and many more. Now, meditation, when person talks about meditation, or when anyone gets introduced to meditation, there is a myth that goes around the word meditation is that it is very difficult to achieve. Now, let me remind you, this is the only myth. Meditation is very easy process and everyone can do meditation. Now, when you start doing meditation or when you begin a meditation, it might feel a bit difficult, but once you had the practice of doing meditation regularly, then you will see that meditation is very useful for combating stress as well as anxiety. Now, from the types of meditation, the meditation steps we are talking about here is mindfulness meditation. Now, what you have to do is, step one is search for a quiet environment. Now, always remember, when you want to meditate or when you want to try to meditate, you should have a quiet environment so there is less of distraction around you. This is for the beginners who all are trying to begin with meditation. So search for a quiet environment. Step two is sit comfortably. Now it could be sitting on a chair, or you can sit cross-legged or on your heels, whatever position that suits you and you find comfortable. Try to sit in that position and start taking deep breaths. Now, when we are talking about deep breath, one way to do deep breathing is, when you inhale through your nose and mentally count to the count of 4. Okay, so when you inhale, count to 4, and then when you exhale out through your mouth, counting to the 4. Okay, so remember the number 4 over here. That is how you deep breathe. Next, now try to maintain your focus on your body, how your body parts are resting in your position. If you're sitting down on a chair, then how your limbs are in the position. Okay, so when you try to focus on your different body parts, what happens is your minds get attacked by a series of thoughts. Whenever a thought pops up, try to bring back your attention to your body. Don't pay attention to that thought. Instead, bring your attention back to your body parts, or how you are sitting or maintaining that posture. So you have to repeat step 4 and 5 over and over the time, because your mind, when you start meditation, your mind will be bombarded with various type of thoughts. So what you have to do is, instead of focusing on those thoughts, you have to focus on your body parts, on how your body is resting in that chair that you are sitting on. Okay, so you have to repeat step 4 and 5 over the period of time. And when you feel it's time that I am completely calm or I am completely relaxed, then comes your last step, that is step 6, open your eyes. Then is when you open your eyes and it completes your meditation cycle. And there is a quick tip for the people who are beginners for meditation. Please try to set a time limit when you start meditating, because it becomes very overwhelming for the person to when to stop. To not to know when to stop becomes a bit of problem. So before going into meditation, you can either put a timer for 5 to 10 minutes as a beginner, so you know when to stop your meditation. And it will also become easier for you to meditate, because you won't be obliged to do a 20 or 30 minutes meditation routine. It would be just 5 to 10 minutes. So your mind will also feel relaxed that it is just for 5 minutes. I can do that. And that's way you can start meditating. Apart from this, there are various sources of guided meditation. If this kind of meditation doesn't work for you, you can always refer to YouTube. There are a bundle of guided meditation over there. What you have to do is just find a quiet place, sit comfortably, and follow the guidation of the person who is speaking on that meditation. So that way you can also start doing meditation. Now, what meditation does is meditation calms your mind, and if your mind is calm, your physical body automatically relaxes, and that in results helps in bringing down your stress and anxiety levels. So that contributes to meditation. Now to the next technique, that is your relaxation techniques. Now, what is relaxation techniques? Progressive muscle relaxation is based upon the simple practice of tensing or tightening one muscle group at a time, followed by a relaxation phase with release of tension. Now, this technique was discovered by Edmund Jacob in 1930s, and it was also referred by his name as Jacobson's relaxation techniques. So, what you have to do in this technique is find a comfortable position, or you can just lie down on your bed, on your back. So what you have to do is, while inhaling, that is when you are breathing in, contract one muscle group for 5 to 10 seconds. Contraction means you have to tighten that muscle group for around 5 to 10 seconds. And then when you exhale, you start releasing the tension in that muscle group. Okay, so you have to give yourself a good 10 to 20 minutes to relax, and then you move on to the next muscle group. Now, while releasing the tension, try to focus the changes you feel when the muscle is relaxed. Okay, so when you start this relaxation technique, I would suggest you that you start from your toes towards your head. Okay, so if you start this relaxation technique, then what you do is first contract your toe muscles, okay, or your foot muscles, and then when you breathe out or when you exhale out, you uh, quietly release the tension in that muscle group. Okay, next you can move on to your calf muscles, or the next period you can move on to your thigh muscles, then to your stomach, then to your chest, hands, palms, then your forearms, arms, and then to your face and neck. So that way you move from your toes towards your head, and you will feel that after doing this technique, your body will feel automatically relaxed and lighter than than the time that you started this doing this technique. So relaxation techniques can automatically relax, but it would be about for good 10 to 15 minutes that will take for you to relax your body properly, for relaxing your whole body. So you can try this technique next time when you lie down. Next come is breathing technique. Now there are many types of breathing techniques, but I have chosen only 4 for this presentation. And these 4 are pearl sleep techniques, lion's breath, sitali breathing, and humming bee breath. Now out of these 4, the lion's breath, sitali breath, hummingbird breath are the part of yoga. So these 3 types of breath have come directly from the yoga practices. So we will be discussing how to perform these exercises at home. First comes the lion breath. So what you have to do is find a comfortable situation. Do is press your palms against the knee with your fingers spread wide. Now, the next step is you inhale deeply through your nose, open your eyes wide. At the same time, you will open your mouth, stick out your tongue, and bring the tip towards your chin. Like you can see in the video, they are protruding out their tongue from the mouth, and the tongue is pointing towards the chin. And when you do this, when you bring out your tongue, you have to exhale from your mouth by making a loud ha sound, like what a lion would sound while breathing. So that's where its name comes from, lion's breath, because of the sound that you make. And while you are making this sound, try to look between the space between your eyebrows or the tip of your nose. And you have to repeat this step 2 to 3 times. Okay, now these breathing exercises are beneficial for both adults as well as children. It is interesting because once you start doing these exercises, and if you have kids around you, if you have kids in your family, when they start noticing that you are performing such exercises, they become curious, and then they can start doing these exercises with you. So for the kids, it would be also beneficial for performing these exercises. So if you try to do these exercises, make sure if you have kids around you, then make sure they are seeing you performing these exercises, so they will become curious and do these exercises with you. Next come the pursed lip breathing. So in pursed lip breathing, what you have to do is you have to relax your shoulder and neck. You can be in sitting position, and what you will do is, keeping your mouth closed, you have to inhale slowly by your nose for the count of 2. You have to mentally count up to 2. Then you purse your lip as you are going to whistle or blow the candle. Okay, so you have to pucker your lip and then exhale through your mouth for the count of 4. So what you have to remember is you have to inhale through your nose for the count of 2. Then you have to blow the or exhale out the air through your mouth for the count of 4. So that becomes your pursed lip breathing, and it is part of deep breathing. You can perform this breathing next time when you feel stressed or you are anxious about any situation or condition. You can just quickly do this pursed lip breathing for 5 to 10 times and you will feel better. Moving on, we have Sitali breathing. So Sitali breathing comes from yoga. It is a yogic pranayama. So what you have to do for Sitali breathing is you have to choose a comfortable seated position. Then you stick out your tongue and curl your tongue to bring the outer edges together, as you can see in the video how she is performing. Even if you can't do this tongue thing, what you can do is you can purse your lips like we were doing in the previous exercise. You can purse your lip, and what you have to do is you have to inhale through your mouth, then close your mouth and exhale out through your nose. It is exactly the opposite of pursed lip breathing that we were discussing before. So in Sitali breathing, you have to pucker your lips, or if you can curl your tongue, then you can curl your tongue and breathe in through your mouth and then exhale out slowly from your nose. You can continue breathing this up to 5 minutes. It is a good way to cool down your body. Sitali breathing has been proven beneficial for cooling down your body temperature. So the next time when you are feeling anxious or nervous and you feel your heart beating and your body temperature is getting raised, you can perform Sitali breathing for 5 minutes and you will feel your body will cool down automatically and you will feel at calm. Moving on, next we have is humming bee breath. What you have to do in humming bee breath is you have to find a comfortable sitting position. Whatever position feels comfortable for you. Next you have to do is close your eyes and relax your face. And then by putting the first finger on the tragus cartilage, it is the cartilage that covers your ear canal. So you have to place your first fingers over the tragus cartilage to partially cover your ear canal. Now you have to inhale, and when you exhale out, you have to start pressing your fingers into the cartilage. So you would close down the ear canals. And now keeping your mouth closed, you have to make loud humming sound. Now you can continue this breathing as far as you feel comfortable. It is the humming sound can be similar to when you try to do the Om pronunciation. When you try to pronounce Om, the vibration that you feel is that could be similar while doing the humming bee. If you can't do the humming by yourself, then you can just try to pronounce Om. So that would also give the same effect, the same vibration that a humming would do. So that is how you perform the humming bee birth. Next, moving on to the physical activities. Researchers have shown the positive effect of the physical activities on the physical, psychological, as well as behavioral health. This activity can be based on person's choice. Now, the physical activity should be of your choice because you are trying to relieve your stress and anxiety. So whatever physical activity that you choose is good for you, you can choose. I have given some examples over here that are yoga, dance, Zumba, aerobics, weight training, brisk walking, Tai Chi. It is a kind of Chinese martial arts. And next, it could be your favorite sports, jogging or running, whatever you find comfortable, nature walking, and many more. Anything that you want to do, you can do, because the physical activity, whenever you move your body or whenever you try to do physical activity, your body start releasing endorphins, and endorphins are said to be the happy hormones that make you happy, and that um, makes your stress level or anxiety level go down. So whenever you try to move your body or do any kind of physical activity of your choice, you are releasing endorphins that will make your anxiety level or the stress level go down and make you feel calm and relaxed. So the physical activity can be of your choice, whatever you like to do. In addition to these techniques and exercises that we have discussed, there are few more activities that you can do to find out what works the best for you. And these are, you can start maintaining gratitude journal. Now, what is gratitude journal is, you write down a few things that you are grateful for having in your life. So you have to write down any 2 or 5 things in the morning whenever you wake up, and start doing this as a routine. So you will feel that when you write gratitude, when you write in gratitude journal, or when you express gratefulness or gratitude, your body feels happy, your body feels calm. So you can start writing gratitude journal. Apart from it, you can pick up any hobby of your choice, whatever activity that interests you, you should start uh, doing that, or pick up that hobby. Or if you had hobbies in your earlier days, you can again brush up on those hobbies, so distract your mind from the stressors present in your life. Apart from it, you should eat healthy and nutritious food. There is a The research shows that the person who eat healthy and nutritious food are way more happier as compared to the person who eat fast food. Okay, so make it a habit slowly. If you are more into the fast food, you can slowly build up the habit of eating healthy and nutritious food. Apart from it, from my personal experience, I would suggest you one more thing that you can do next time whenever you feel stressed out, or when you are anxious. What you have to do is, you write down your thoughts in a diary. Just pour down whatever comes to your mind in your diary or on a paper. Just crumble that paper and throw it in dustbin without rereading it. So what is this? What does this help is, so suppose you don't have a person to share your feelings with, or you don't want someone else to know your feelings. What you do is, you are just venting out your feelings on the paper and then throwing it away, so you will feel relaxed. It is just my personal opinion. I don't know if it will work for all of you. So you can just try and see if it works for you. If it works for you, then good. If no, then you can just choose another activity that we have discussed. Apart from it, get a sound sleep. Probably when the person is stressed out or anxious, they have sleep difficulties. So whenever you face some sleep difficulties, what you can do is, you can perform this breathing exercise or relaxation techniques, and it can help you going into the sleep more easily as compared to the usual day when you are stressed out or burned out due to your uh, life routine. Okay, so these are the things that you can do. Now, the takeaway points from my this discussion is, try to find your hobbies again. Do physical activities, any kind of physical activities that you like. You can also maintain a mood journal or a gratitude journal. It helps. It eventually helps over the period of time when you start writing these journals. Apart from it, address your stressors and thoughts. So whatever you feel is your stressors, try to avoid. And if you can't avoid it, there may be situation that you can't avoid. Try try not to let these stressors override you. So if you are not trying to override with these stressors, what you will do is you are giving signal to your brain that I am calm and I am relaxed and I can handle this situation. Okay, so that would be a feedback mechanism that would be you would be giving out to your brain that you can work in these kind of stressors in the presence of these stressors, and you are not going to let them override you. And lastly, get plenty of sleep. So that would be my presentation. Thank you very much for your attention, and I would appreciate if you have any questions to discuss.
There are plenty of questions, but firstly, I would like to, if you think so, I can firstly shoot the polls.
Yes,
Should
sir.
I do
Sure, sir.
that?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. So I have launched the polls, and I request all to kindly vote. So voting has started. Uh, it's around 22% votes already. We have reached 40% votes already. So we are almost reaching 50% votes. Okay, so I've reached 50% votes. It's 40 seconds, so we can wait for maybe 15 more seconds max. So if other people would like to vote, kindly do that quickly. And I would request all of you to kindly vote. Otherwise, there is no point of a discussion which has to be held both ways. Okay, so it's 1 minute, 54% votes. Let me close it now. I will share the results. So I believe you can see the results on your screen. 58% have gone for meditation, 58% gone for meditation, 25%
Okay,
for
sir.
breathing exercises. So 25% breathing exercises means that third option, 25%, that's the second most number of people. 16% for the second option, relaxation techniques. None is only 1%. So let us forget that none. Let us go for the meditation, breathing, and relaxation. That is the order. Meditation, breathing, and relaxation. Okay. So Dr. Madhu, your comments, please.
Sir, I'm happy that people are already aware about this. And for those who don't know the proper techniques, I hope this discussion was helpful for you. So the conducting this poll was just to know how much the people are aware around these things. So that was my whole sole purpose for this poll.
Okay, so let me now go for the questions because there are a few. Let me very quickly go to it. Okay. I'm just trying to reach the first question because there are quite a few number of questions, I believe. I'm just trying to reach the first question. Anyway, so the first question is by Mr. Shumanto Chakraborty, and he says, excellent lecture, madam. Thank you. Can you please share the PPT? Also, can anyone do the pranayams at any time of the day, or it should be during morning only?
So you can perform the pranayams whenever you feel anxious or stressed out. There is no limitation or no time limit for performing any kind of pranayam. It is just that you have to perform so you would feel relaxed and calm down. Or if you feel that the situation needs such kind of pranayam, and it would you will feel more relaxed by performing it. So you can perform it any time of the day.
Okay, so thank you for that. So you got your answer, Professor Shumanto, that you can perform upon pranayam any time of the day. There is a question from Madam Srima Nondi. It's quite a big question. Anyway, I will quickly read it out. Is it easy for a working woman to manage stress when a working woman wake up every day at 4:30 a.m., does all her household chores, and then goes to work traveling 100 kilometers daily? She returns home at 8 p.m. and again begins with her household chores. Sometimes she is burdened with office work because she carries her office work home. For example, a college or school teacher. In this context, does a working woman, like a college teacher, be able to manage stress? So, whether there is any time for meditation exercises, do advise. That is the question from Dr. Srimanandi.
Okay, so ma'am, to answer that question is that whatever techniques I have told you, if you perform all of them, even all of them, it would hardly take 20 to 30 minutes maximum out of your day. So I believe personally you should at least give this much time to yourself, because if you are not mentally fit, if you are not mentally fit, then your body can't be physically fit. So if you want to maintain your health, you should at least take out around 15 to 30 minutes time from your day and then do perform these exercises. You can even perform these exercises before sleeping. If you are adamant that you don't have the time during the day, you can perform these exercises before sleep. So the whole sole purpose is to perform these exercises at any time of the day so that you will feel calm at the end of the day. So that is my answer for that question.
So that's a really nice answer. I would summarize it saying that you meant to say that give 15 minutes to yourself so that you can give the rest of your time for other work that you need to do. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So another question from Kaurav Mondal. Oh, it is not a question. Thank you for good presentation. Such a good presentation. I request you to kindly post the PPT. Okay, so many are people flooding it with very nice, excellent, and all these things. Again, please share the PPT in the group by Abhishek Haldar. Sandeep Kumar Chaudhary, very useful techniques. Request to share the presentation in the group. Okay, now Dr. Arnav Ghosh, thank you for good presentation with important and useful information. So these are the main things. You are a very good presentation presenter. Okay, so you are getting a lot of praises, madam. Mr.
Thank you
Abhijit
so
also
much.
circulating. You are a very good presenter, and I will think it will benefit us greatly. Okay, Avishikta Bhattacharji. There is a question. Is there any exercise for patients who have just recovered from COVID? Especially for sleep, I am experiencing insomnia even after recovery. That's from Avishikta Bhattacharji.
Okay, sir, if you are experiencing insomnia, I would suggest you, so before you sleep, before you try to sleep, you can perform these deep breathing exercises, the post-sleep breathing that we have discussed. And apart from it, you can, I would suggest you, personally suggest you to give a try to the guided meditations that are available on the YouTubes. Okay, so what these guided meditation do is they have a low frequency music playing in the background that has proven to relax your mind more properly rather than doing just a simple meditation. So if you are experiencing problems while sleeping, you can just go through a guided meditation, and it can last you for an hour or 2 hours, and you will, I guess, automatically sleep while listening to these meditations. So I think this will be beneficial to you. You can just try it.
Okay, so the thing is that that's a good answer, and there are many points like thank you very much again. Many people saying nice presentation, very nice. It's flooded actually with this. I generally so many praises don't come, so I'm very finding it difficult to reach the questions. But it's a good thing for you, madam. I believe many of people have liked your
Yes, yes,
presentation.
yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone.
So I will request all members to kindly consider physiotherapy as an option for study also for your known persons who are trying to have a degree after school days. If somebody is looking for a physiotherapy degree, I think this is a very proper degree for everybody, because the number of I think madam can focus a little bit on that. Like the number of physiotherapists needed in this country is much lesser than what is much more than what is actually produced. So
Yes, sir.
all operations need, I have heard that many operations need a lot of physiotherapists, different kind of physiotherapists are needed for the operation. So all
Sir, yes.
hospitals are looking for physiotherapists. So you can always suggest your juniors or suggest people to go for physiotherapy as a course option, which we have in our UEM Jaipur. There is a question from Madam Piali Banerjee. I would like to focus the discussion on the point that I mentioned and also answer the question, Madam. Piali
Yes.
Banerjee asks, ma'am, what can be done if the case is opposite? When I'm stressed out, I sleep more else it keeps me drowsy all day. How do I fight it out? Okay, that is quite interesting. When I'm stressed out, I sleep more, else it keeps me drowsy all day. How do I fight it out? So that's the question
So,
from Piali Banerjee. Yeah.
okay. So the answer is the human brain has evolved in such a way that whenever we go in a situation that threaten us, or we feel the situation is very stressful, our brain automatically goes that I should just avoid this situation. So in your case, you are avoiding those stress or your stressors by sleeping more. So that is the main purpose of this discussion, is that when you try to perform these exercises, when you try to perform meditation, when you try to perform relaxation exercises or breathing exercises or any kind of activity, you are giving signals to your brain that I am capable of handling my stressors, and I can briefly go through this situation. It doesn't scare me anymore because I'm at calm and my body is relaxed. So therefore, I can take any kind of challenge or any kind of stress later on in my life. So when you perform these exercises, when these exercises become a daily routine in your life, then you will feel that you won't feel any more drowsy whenever you go through any kind of stressful situation or anxious situation. You will instead give positive feedback to your brain that yes, I am capable of handling this, I am at calm, I am at peace, and I can just go on with this stressful condition without letting it impact myself. So that would be my answer. You have to make all these things as a habit so that your brain comes out of the loophole that the stress can, we are in stressful condition and we have to run away. No, we can achieve or overcome that situation by performing all these exercises, by becoming calm and peaceful.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Madam Piali Banerjee, for bringing out this question because it also opened some new discussions. Again, like a lot of praises, Shubhashish Rana, Shujata Bose, interesting topic, excellent presentation. Okay, Arun Kumar Chatterjee, an interesting comment. He writes, gratitude and mood journals are good and new ideas. Okay, so Professor Sandeep Sodhi has got a question. How to overcome mental stress due to staying at home for such longer period because of this corona thing?
So I would suggest you to see less of the news, because what is happening is when we see news, I guess it is a part of everyone's life to go through newspaper or through the news channels. But at this moment, when you are already stressed out about staying at home, these channels, these newspapers become a stressor for you because you are already in a stressful condition, and if you can't go out and that is what is bringing you stress, I think you should convert it to your brain as such that if I'm not going out, I'm keeping my family safe. Okay, people are out there are dying, so rather than going out and possessing a threat to my family, I can just stay in, be with my family, and give a productive time to my family. So I would suggest you start meditation in the mind in the morning, sorry, start your meditation in the morning, and when you meditate, try to reaffirm your brain that staying home is not stressful. I'm trying to spend my time with my family. I'm giving plenty of time to my family, and I am happy the way I am. So the key point here is to reaffirm your brain again and again that no, you are not in a stressful condition. So that is the point. You have to remind your brain that no, we are not in a stressful condition. We are healthy, we are safe at home, and that is what matters. So I would suggest you to perform meditation in the morning as well as in evening if you can. So that might be helpful to you.
Okay, great. So that is the thing. Most of the question or most of the comments written in this panel today is please share the PPT. So you may kindly consider that. Dr. Latarani has got a question. She says, Madam, it is a nice presentation. Kindly throw a little bit of light on physical stress boosters. Okay, when we spell stressed backwards, it becomes desserts. So is there any relation of eating desserts with stressed? So that is her question, Dr. Lata Rani.
Okay, so I have personally seen when the people around me are getting stressed due to any condition, they tend to eat sweets. What this sweet does is it again release endorphins in your body. Those are the happy hormones. So whenever you eat something sweet, you actually feel happy after eating that. So that is why this comes, the desert and stress thing comes into the picture. So if you want any physical stresses apart from eating dessert, too much of a dessert can be harmful for your body. So instead of eating sweets, I would suggest you to perform physical activities such as aerobic exercises, or you can just dance it out. Just play your favorite song and dance it out whenever you can. So what is happening is that when you are doing your favorite exercises, your body will start releasing endorphins. So you won't have to eat sweet things to release those happy hormones in your body. Your dancing or your aerobics exercises would be performing these function for you. So automatically your body will feel relaxed and at calm, and your mood will become very happy after performing all these activities.
Okay, so that's nice. Yeah, also I've heard that doctors are suggesting less of glucose intake at the moment. Like if somebody is having COVID, especially not to intake glucose at all. That is something I have also heard. Not sure about that though. A question from Professor Krishna Sharma. He says, writing our ideas is always good way to control our frustration, anger, even happiness, because it can control excess of anything. So that's not a question. I take it as a comment, and he ends it by writing very nice presentation. So Dr. Vivekanand Rao, can you kindly reframe your question? I'm unable to like read out. I just read it out, see where should we focus on body or breathing while meditating? Like you mean to say, where should we focus on body or breathing while meditating? If you can make out this question, kindly take over, madam.
Okay, sir, I would like to answer it both ways. So when you are trying to meditate, you have to perform deep breathing exercises. So firstly, you focus on your breath. So because the first step in doing meditation is to relax or calm your mind or calm your body. So initially, you will focus on your breath. So when you are performing deep breath, you have to see that you are performing it correctly. So after some time, your brain will automatically be bombarded with thoughts that you might come across all of your day. So when this occurs, that is when you have to start putting your attention to your body parts, and you have to put your attention towards your whole body, not a single part. You have to put your attention towards the whole body. Like you can start putting your attention on your feet and then moving towards your head. So that is how you put attention to the body. And while you are putting attention to your body and you feel that suddenly a thought has popped up in my mind or in my brain, then what you have to do is you have to ignore that thought. If that is a useless thought, then you have to ignore it and then try to bring your attention back where you left. So that would be my answer for this question. It works both way. First, you have to try focusing on your deep breathing and initially, and then over the period of time, you should focus your attention towards your body parts.
Okay, so Professor Shama, thank you for that answer. Professor Shamapika Das Bishwas writes, fantastic presentation. One thing I would want to add with you, madam, in this pandemic situation, let us try to make ourselves happy and be positive. Yes, definitely. So let us all try that. Wonderful presentation as written by Shomik Bandyopadhyay, shared the PPT. That is the maximum number of things. Bishwajit Das writes he missed the pool as he was in a call. Anyway, fine. I share this presentation in the family group. Again, says Mr. Sandeep Agrawal. Fine. Professor Shoikot Chakraborty. To overcome the problem of insomnia, it is advised by the doctors not to use mobile after 8 p.m. and maintain a gap of 2 hours between your dinner and bedtime. Okay, Professor Shoikot, but yes, that might be a suggestion from the doctor, though I feel start feeling sleepy as soon as I take my dinner. So that way I often try to like delay my dinner sometimes when I am busy. Anyway, Madam, jokes apart, kindly take over this question.
Okay, sir, for this, this is a true advice that is given by most of the doctors. What is the logic behind this? Is that when you are using any kind of electronic device, that electronic device emits blue lights. So when you are in the presence of that blue light, or that in simple terms, if you are using your electronic devices during the night time, that blue light signals to your brain that now it is not the time to sleep. You have to stay away because of the blue light that is emitting from that devices. So if you can avoid using these devices, then you should avoid. But if there is some work, I would suggest you to download a few apps that helps in defining the lightning depending on the duration of the day, so that can help you with it. The whole sole purpose is to avoid blue lights that are emitted by this electronic device, because that blue light interfere with your sleeping cycle. So if your sleeping cycle is disturbed, the person may start experiencing insomnia or very light sleep. So that is why it is advised to avoid the electronic devices before 1 hour before the sleep, so your brain will automatically think that yes, it is now the proper time to sleep and not to stay awake.
Okay, so that's a very nice answer. Now, another question is from, apart from the again nice presentation, share in the groups and all those things. The next question comes from Mr. Shuman Chakraborty. He writes, is there any breathing exercises which will increase our oxygen level? Okay, so madam, will you take over?
Yes, sir. The exercise that we discussed, that the Sithali breathing, that has proven to increase your O2 capacity in your body. Apart from it, you can also perform the pursed leaf exercises. Actually, all of these exercises improve your lung capacity and the oxygen supply to your body. That is why I have chosen all these four exercises. So you can perform any of these four exercises to increase the O2 supply in your body, or to improve your lung capacity.
Okay, so I will just add over here that the HOD of Physiotherapy Department, Dr. Shantanu Sharma, has posted a video in our UEM Jaipur official channel where he has demonstrated each and every breathing exercise that might help in these times. He has demonstrated about 10 to 12 breathing exercises. That is in the official channel. The video is there. I will request all of you to kindly subscribe to the channel and see the video, and you will get to understand. Such videos are often posted, and previously also such videos were posted. You may kindly look into it and look for some physiotherapy and exercises. I have just sent the link of this video to everybody. I believe you have got it. I've sent to all that link of that channel, so you can kindly subscribe to the channel and see that video also. So I don't find any other questions, but again, a lot of, again, thank you, nice presentation, shared the PPT, so kindly consider that. Thank you so much. Thanks to all IEM and UEM family members, and thank you, Dr. Madhu. It was really nice hearing, and I'm sure that your lecture will help all. Okay, I will discuss with you. I have recorded this video, recorded your entire presentation. I will discuss with you and upload it so that people can be benefited from your presentation. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Hello everyone. I am Professor Dr. Vishwajoy Chatterjee. I am the Vice Chancellor of University of Engineering and Management, UEM Jaipur. Today I am going to talk to those students who want to pursue a career in medical but somehow did not have the opportunity to pursue MBBS. Now question is there any alternative? There are several alternatives, but I am going to talk about a special alternative which is BPT. And the speciality about this alternative is that in this profession, physiotherapy, which you become a physiotherapist after completing a course of 4.5 years in BPT, you can write a doctor in front of your name, followed by a PT at the end. I repeat, BPT or Bachelor of Physiotherapy is a 4.5 years degree course, 4.5 years degree course, where after completion of this, you become a doctor in physiotherapy. You can write a doctor in front of your name, followed by a PT at that end. It is a wonderful alternative for a medical profession. If you want to be a doctor, then this is a wonderful profession, wonderful option if you are having some problem not to pursue MBBS. Let me tell you that a physiotherapist has got some advantage over the other medical professions that you can think of. Immediately a profession that may come to your mind is nursing. You might think I can also intend to study nursing as an alternative of medical profession, alternative of MBBS. But remember, in nursing, if you become a nurse, then you don't become independent like a doctor. A physiotherapist can open his or her own chamber where a patient can directly visit without being referred to by a doctor. Whereas in case of nursing, you become a nurse where you need to work under a doctor, either in a hospital or in his or her own chamber. So that is the advantage of having a course, a degree of physiotherapy. Nowadays, you can see around, there are several chambers that are opened by physiotherapists where people visit normally without being referred by doctor. People do have problems, who have orthopedic problems, who have other problems. They directly visit the physiotherapist and remain under a physiotherapist under long treatment. You can understand that this course or being a physiotherapist is of immense opportunities, of immense advantage at that time. Now, I would like to also tell you that being a physiotherapist, what are the career options that you might have? See, you can become a sports therapist. You know that in sports, physiotherapists are needed continuously with sports person. You can become a sports therapist. You can become a physiotherapist with your own chamber, which I have already mentioned. Several hospitals, or if not all, needs a lot of physiotherapists and keeps a lot of physiotherapists because it normally says that in an operation, whenever an operation is done, a physiotherapist must be involved in it. As a result, the different hospitals have got enormous number of physiotherapists in it. As I said, you can have your own chamber. Then the other option that is possible is a public health official. You can go for a government job and you can become a health officer. Though this job is partially admin, but you get more and more responsibility with seniority. So these are the several options that you have. Comes the respect. If you say, are the physiotherapists given the same respect as the doctor? Yes, I can write doctor in front of my name. I can put a PT at the end. But are the physiotherapists given the same respect? In some other countries, I have seen that the physiotherapists are given more respect compared to the doctors only because of the reason that physiotherapists treat without medicine, whereas doctors treat with medicine. Without medicine, you are treating a patient and treating him and making him absolutely fit for regular life. So that is the beauty of this course. I will invite all of you to come to this course, join this course, and if you talk about some other points in physiotherapy, that is also there. I can tell you some other point which I had noted down, like hospitals, as I said, need physiotherapists in ICU, IPD, OPD, and definitely there are several options in sports therapy, government jobs, as I mentioned. Now, the course name is BPT, and I invite you all, if you are interested in this course, then you might call in the given phone number 9887313330 for my university, which is University of Engineering and Management, UEM Jaipur. If you are interested, you call in this number and you can enroll for this course. You get the opportunity to become a doctor in physiotherapy. I will invite all of you to come to this course. Our university has got several tie-ups with several hospitals all around. They do a lot of internships, our students. They get involved with the hospitals right from the beginning. Right from the beginning of the course, they become involved with the doctors, they become involved with the hospitals, they spend their time in the hospitals, they learn. So these are so many options that you get right from the beginning. Apart from that, our students are continuously involving themselves in medical camps. They conduct frequent medical camps where patients come and they treat the patients directly during their student tenure. When they are students, they are doing this so that they get the practical exposure and become professional when they actually get the opportunity. So these are the several options, and one more thing I missed out is in our university, patients directly come. We have got a hospital associated with us in our campus where patients directly come for physiotherapy and the students directly get an option to treat those patients under the supervision of their teachers who are doctors. I invite you all to UEM Jaipur, University of Engineering and Management, UEM Jaipur. You can note down the number 98873-13330. Till this situation is over, the situation of crisis COVID-19 is over, the entire course is possible to be conducted or taken in online mode. Till the situation is over. Thank you. Thanks to all of you. Note down the number 98873-13330.